I don't like people. And today I'm going to do my best to recreate a mumbo jumbo video that is a favorite of mine, building a safe house in Minecraft to keep people away. The original video will be linked in the description down below. I'm not going to recreate his house, but I'm going to try my best to use redstone to create some sort of house to keep people out, because I just don't like people. So, I guess first thing we need is a house, so let's get that done. And just like that, guys, we have a nice, lovely little house here to defend. So this is my house. If you come inside, we got the double bed because, you know, I'm kind of a big back, so I need the extra room. Got my fully diamonded gear up over here. And we, of course, got the cake that I'm eating right over here because, you know me, I like my unhealthy food. Yum, yum. And then we have the furnace, crafting table, and our storage system over here. So we have to start defending this. So I guess, what's like the thing that like every base has? I guess a moat would be something every base has. So we could definitely build, we should probably build a lava moat out the front here. And then we could have some arrow turrets coming around, a wall around. So what should we do? We should do a wall and then a moat. Have turrets on top of the wall facing outwards. We could do fireball launchers. What else is there? There's a lot of stuff that we can do. Alright, so let's get working on the wall first. Alright, guys, there we go. The wall is complete. I'm too lazy to finish the rest of it. I don't have world edit in this world, so I'm not gonna bother trying to finish it, but imagine it was finished, right? Okay, cool. So, the wall is finished. The next thing we need are wall defenses, and we need a way to get into this base. And I guess we should probably figure that out after the moat's in place. And I've actually thought of a really cool idea for the moat. So, you see how there's some blocks in front of here, right? I'm gonna delete the surrounding 4 blocks around the base and fill it with lava. Just place lava on the floor everywhere. Now, it will be a very openly exposed moat, but it should mean that they'd have to bridge up over, so therefore you could shoot them off. And for doing that, I have a pretty interesting idea. Okay, so let me test this. So in theory, if I were to have, let's say, one of these right here, every single one, right? And then we have a observer running into this dude, and an observer running this way. There we go. So that's a repeating thing. So if I put a piston down here on this part of the wall, the observer here, and hook it up to I need slabs. And hook it up to a little switch that we can activate from, like, right here. Right? We should just be able to... Yes. That activates this, the dispenser. So if I load this thing up to the brim with fire charges... We see there's an enemy coming. We'll have a ladder here. Drop down. Activate this. And just imagine these every 2 blocks. No one's getting in. So let me set up a bunch of these. I'm going to have to connect them all to the same circuit, which I think I'll have just... Well, if they're all going to be piston ran, this is going to be fun. This is going to be very ugly. I'm just now realizing how ugly this is. Let me get all these set up in place. Alright, guys. Oh my goodness, is that loud. There it is. They're all working. Okay, what's broken? What's broken? That's what I feared might happen. So it's created an infinite redstone source. So I guess whenever you turn this on, it's going to go until it goes off. So let's get these all filled up. And then we will work on the moat. Alright guys, the moat should be done. I do quickly want to do a little test just to make sure that this does indeed work, because if not, then I've just wasted doing that. So, hooked up, right, you flick it, it dispenses the lava. You flick it again, it should take away the lava, correct? Okay, so you have to... Ooh, you have to tick it again, so it needs a button input to dispense the lava. You dispense the lava, and then you can press it again to take away the lava. Okay, so this will be running off of a button. Excellent. So let's go inside and let's hook up the redstone. It's going to be very similar to whatever mess we have going on out here. Alright guys, after a lot of trial and errors, you can tell, we got it working. So, and I think I fixed the problem with this also repeating. I think it was that it was connecting back in a circle, so it always stayed powered. But as long as it's a singular power source, i.e. the lever, this should now be all functional to not do what it did last time and just constantly repeat. So let's test our lava thing. So lava moat. Okay, it's all on, it's all deployed. Boom. Unfortunately, the corner ones cannot be dispensed, but I will make sure that it flows down everywhere it needs to, so the entire area is covered. See, the goal is for it to look, you know, not that big, you know? Obviously, it looks like, oh, it's just a little moat. I'm gonna build over the wall. Uh-oh, there's fire-breathing turrets shooting at me everywhere. That's essentially... Hopefully the thought process of anyone breaking in is that, oh, well, I'm just gonna dig over, and then, well, they'll be met with a very fiery explosion of turrets. So that's essentially why it is, like, not, like, that cool looking, in a way. I mean, it's cool, but it's also just not that cool, you know? It's just you know, your basic lava defense, right? Right. If we go inside of the castle, we should be able to push our little button one more time, and then it should all just pick up, right? So all the lava, yeah, is picked up, all the lava's undispensing, so we can turn it off. That is incredible. So there's some good defenses, right? Those are some epic defenses that I think will definitely stop any player trying to get in to your base. So now we gotta add some more fun defenses. I'm thinking inside of the castle, as you can see, I have a little drop down section there. So if someone comes into our base, it's gonna be very easy for them to just, well, whenever we create a way to get into our base, if they build over, there's a chance that, you know, whenever jumping over this, they're gonna try to land it here. Well, there's a chance they miss that. And under here, you know, poison water is not really a thing, but wither roses are. So if we put, like, a giant layer of wither roses going right the way around here, I'm thinking anyone down here will get cooked. Because, like, you can dig your way up out, but, like, that's pretty boring, man, right? And maybe we could put lava down here too, I don't know. So, well, I'll see. I'm going to add a few defenses in here. I'm going to look through, see what all we have to play with. That could be quite interesting for an inside trap. Alright guys, and I'm thinking this is looking pretty good. You know, someone falls down here with the roses, their immediate reaction is probably going to be jump back. Boom, they're on fire, or in berry bushes getting tossed around. It's just not going to be a good experience for them. And of course, we have our safe passage out to activate our systems. Now, we need to actually create ourselves a way into this base because, well, there currently is not a way into the base. And, well, how am I supposed to use the base if I can't get in my own base, you know? So we got to fix that. So I'm thinking what we could do is we could have... I mean, like, there's secret passages. They're cool, but I want something redstone. something really cool. So I'm thinking we could set up a little ender porter to get into our base area, which will teleport us right about here. So now how am I gonna actually set this up right here? I can just water and redstone. Okay, so to be able to set up the stasis chamber, we actually need somewhere where we can activate the stasis chamber. So we're gonna have to remember somewhere secret that can activate it. So I think right down here could be the perfect spot to activate it. So we have a little hidden lever right here, and then if we push this little hidden button, I think that's quite hidden, and we could even, you know, add some more grass over top this cave. No one's gonna ever find it. Excellent stuff. Come down, you press the button, and you're teleported inside your base. All good indeed. Activate your traps, and no one's getting in your base. So let's actually hook this up to where we need to. Now, if we go click that, we should be teleported to there. So let's cover this up in hopes that it should work first time, because all my redstone obviously works the first time. That has not worked. Ah! That scared me after it teleported. I thought it was broken for a second. It didn't teleport me straight away. Boom. Okay. Ender Pearl stasis chamber has been set up. Now. Okay. W. So now we just have to be extremely careful closing this off, not to actually screw up the stasis chamber, because that would be not good. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. So that'll teleport us here, and that's how we get into our base. You gotta remember, every time we come into the base, obviously, set up that, ender porter. And then, of course, guys, we need to work on the finale. The big showstopper. The wait, is this... Ah, there's redstone underneath here, isn't there? So I'm actually gonna replace the floor with sand. Because, like, guys, I mean, sand's gonna be quite obvious, right? But if I replace all of this with sandstone at the floor, it's gonna look ugly, mind you. It's gonna look really ugly. But if I replace all the inside bits with sand, then we can set up a little sign trap that'll break the sand with a piston, and then, boom, someone's gonna absolutely fall down to their death and demise, and it's gonna be quite good indeed. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the entire base is finished. Let me show you what it looks like. So essentially, you'd run in, you'd click your emergency button, and then boom, I have signs rigged up. It would all fall down to the bottom. The player would die, and then it would filter into a hopper, into a chest where you could ride a bubble elevator, break a block out, and run off into the sunset, while the person respawns all the way back wherever their base is. Alright guys, so I'm gonna do a run-through demonstration of what would happen if, well, you were the person being attacked, right? So this is your base. So you're being chased by somebody. You need to get in your base quickly. You run down, push your secret button. Obviously, they won't be teleported. It will only be you. They'll press the button. Nothing is happening. You'll have time to run, push your emergency lava dispenser, and the entire area fills up with lava. Oh yeah, there's no way anyone is getting in to get you today. Now let's say they're slightly special, you know? They try turning building over the wall, but boom. Oh, that did not work. Boom. Nobody is getting in with your fireballs flying out at them. Oh my goodness, look at that. Now, let's say you're in a super big emergency. They've broken in. They're coming after you. You run inside your base. They follow you in. You're cornered. They're on the sand. You push the button. As I was saying, you push the button. Hit my redstone. You both fall down. At that height, you would have died. Boom, you die. You respawn in here. You take all of their kit, and then you run away into the sunset. never to be seen again. Boom. And then you run away, never to be seen again, and hide at the pillager outpost for the rest of your days. So let me do a little run through of what would happen if you're the enemy attacking and what that would look like for you. Because, well, it's not gonna be too pretty. Okay, you're chasing your opponent, he goes down, you follow him down, and he teleports away. You're clicking the button. Oh, I can't follow him. What's going wrong? Oh no, there's a lot of lava coming down at you. Uh-oh, whatever will I do? Oh, whatever will I do? I don't know. I guess I'm just going to build over this. Uh-oh, there's a turret there. Oh no, that's really powerful. Oh no. Ah, crap. Uh-oh, that's not good, but I'm gonna keep building over anyways. This is really loud. Alright, I'm gonna build over. Oh, these ones have emptied. Excellent, let's build over. Nothing can hurt us now. We're unstoppable. We're smart. We're not gonna fall down in that wimpsy old lava. Ha ha, ha, ha. Oh no, oh no. Wither roses. Oh, it's a shame I didn't walk in that lava either. Oh my, let's get him. Wait, what's this? Oh no! Oh man, I'm all the way back at World Spawn. He's probably out of here by now. Oh man. Well, I really do hope you all have enjoyed this video. This has taken me a very long time to make, so I really do hope you all have indeed enjoyed. And if you have, consider leaving a like. It supports me out a lot. Again, credits to the original video inspiration by Mumbo Jumbo will be linked in the description down below. Thank you again for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody. Oh my, look at the trees behind me. That forest is on fire.